We are all access. This week joining us is Commissioner of the Lone Star Conference, Dan Wagnon. Commissioner, thanks for joining us. Great to have you. Certainly a really exciting time as classes begin again, practices and competitions start shortly. Can you kind of give us an outlook for this year for the Lone Star Conference?
Yeah, the fall is always a fun time of year because football and volleyball and cross country and soccer are right around the corner, and certainly that's where we are right now with the action getting ready to start this week. So it's going to be exciting for our fans and the public to kind of learn more about the Lone Star Conference and the product that we put out this year. From our perspective, this is going to be a terribly exciting year. We've got some events that we're going to try, some things we're going to do that we've just not done in this conference before, and certainly the one that's coming up quickly is that Lone Star Football Festival on September 17th at Cowboy Stadium. We feel very strongly about the type of product that we have in Lone Star Conference football, and this event has been designed to put that product on display, give our universities an opportunity to showcase themselves and reach out to their alumni here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And so we're excited about that event. We think that hopefully that's going to set a good tone for the entire year, not just in football, but for the entire conference and everything we do, to really strive to be the best and to be out front and to make a name for ourselves. And we feel like that's going to carry over to cross-country championships, volleyball, soccer, obviously on throughout the year with the other sports. And so it really is an exciting time for the Lone Star Conference, and we're ready to get it going.
Very good. And you talked about some new opportunities, some changes, and so this year you and I are going to go all access each week. We're going to talk about hot topics in Division II as well as the conference, and then introduce one institution from the league in which we're going to feature all week. And so before we get to that institution, we'd like to talk with you a little bit about the organizational values that the conference has recently agreed upon.
Yeah, this last year that we're coming off of was an important year for the conference. Obviously a lot of change, but with that change came an opportunity for our member institutions to really take a close look at our organization. Who are we? Why do we do things together? And where do we want to go? And so through those conversations, we have come out with a set of organizational values. And these are 6 things that are not necessarily new items or new ideals for our institutions or our conference, but at the same time, we want to make it and we want to be intentional about emphasizing these values in everything that we do, the decisions we make, and ultimately in telling our story and letting people know what we stand for. And so those values are integrity and tradition and community, academic excellence, respect, and commitment. And I think, like I said, none of those is a new concept for our conference and probably not for others. But what we're saying as the Lone Star Conference is we're going to be intentional about incorporating those values into everything we do, and we're going to be intentional about making sure others know that we place a great deal of value on those 6 things. And so I really think it's going to help us as a conference to make a difference in the lives of the people that are in touch with our conference, albeit, whether it be the student athletes or the coaches or the communities that we're involved with. I think it's going to be a difference-making thing for our conference. And so we're excited about that, and just know that it's going to be a good year of shaping it around those values.
Outstanding. Should be a great year for the Lone Star Conference. Fans, join us all week as we look at University of the Incarnate Word, and it's Cardinals week. Thanks for joining us. This has been another Lone Star Conference All Access.